And it was a point of contention during his campaign, and now it's been made public.
Well, we're talking about President Donald Trump's tax returns. They have now been leaked to MSNBC at least 1 year that dates over a decade back. It comes as the president gets ready to head here to Metro Detroit today. Nick Monacelli covering this for us this morning. The White House also issued a statement not happy about the leak.
They are not, Rhonda. Good morning to you. President Trump will be here in Ypsilanti at this building, which is home to many offices, including the offices of the Willow Run Airport, but also the American Center for Mobility, which is a place that works on technology for testing autonomous vehicles. He'll be here talking about some fuel economy issues. But as you mentioned, there's a very good chance that the topic of his tax returns could come up, or the lack of what's in that tax return. While President Trump will be here expected to discuss fuel standards and emissions in Ypsilanti, another issue is almost certain to come up, his tax returns. Yesterday, MSNBC host Rachel Maddow released a portion of a 2005 return. The president made more than $150 million in income in 2005 and paid $38 million in income taxes that year. So where did the tax return come from? Investigative journalist David K. Johnson told MSNBC someone anonymously dropped it in his mailbox, although he does suspect it could have been from the president himself.
If it wasn't Donald or someone in Donald's direction, then it was somebody who thought that the public should see this.
President Trump promised during his campaign he would release his tax returns after the conclusion of a routine audit. After his victory, though, aides have suggested that since he won, he would not release the returns. The document that did come out is only 2 pages long, and Johnston questions if Trump is hiding loyalties.
This describes the types of income, but not the sources.
Okay, so
that's what we need to know. Who is the president getting money from?
The White House has confirmed the president's tax information. They also released a statement directed at MSNBC host Rachel Maddow, saying it is totally illegal to steal and publish tax returns, and called the network, quote, desperate for ratings. Now, MSNBC has responded saying that it is not illegal to publish and broadcast those things based on the First Amendment and Supreme Court precedent. The president, again, has not responded to this. Maybe there will be a tweet, and maybe, or more than likely, that conversation, those questions will be brought up here in Ypsilanti. We are live in Ypsilanti. Nick Monacelli, Local 4 News today.
Yeah, we'll definitely be watching to hear what he has to say. It should be an interesting day today, Nick. And speaking of which, what's his schedule for his visit?
The schedule is that Air Force One is supposed to land at about 12:30 in the afternoon. The president and his team will be brought over here to the Willow Run Airport, and then his remarks are supposed to happen at about 2:15 or 2:30, but usually those presidential events get pushed back and the schedule is kind of flexible. Either way, we will carry both events and his remarks live on air on Local 4 and on clickondetroit.com and on our Facebook page.
Yep, we know everybody will be watching. Nick, thank you. It is 6:05.